The I Corps program, or Innovation Corps program, is the National Science Foundation effort for anybody that has a technology or an idea to find out the commercial opportunity for that idea. It's a 10-week program where we get these teams of entrepreneur, student, and faculty members to go and get out of their laboratories, get out of the buildings, and do 100 interviews. Interview potential customers, potential partners, interview potential mentors, suppliers, and find out if in reality their ideas can be a viable business.
This process gets them out of the building, has them talking to customers, actually 100 customers in 10 weeks, so it's a very rigorous program.
What's really nice is the whole concept of customer discovery. It's second to none. People having to understand that at the end of the day they have to have customers. You can have the world's greatest idea, it can be the greatest product, but if you don't have people that can actually use that product, it's totally useless. And the I Corps program brings that in. That's the whole idea here. It makes sure that you know that at the end of the day there's market validation. You find a need, you fill it.
I Corps is really focused on technology. All of us are from the STEM environment. And sometimes it's not easy to get outside of our paradigm. We're all technologists and we have an idea. And it's really hard to leave our idea, step outside the building, and look back at it objectively. Oftentimes it means that we're going to give up that idea for an even better idea. But that's the hardest part of the I Corps program, is being objective about our own ideas. And what we get out of that, though, is a really valuable outcome. And I think today, the end of our first I Corps program is a good example of that.
It was a fun experience. As a medical student, we don't really have much background or education in business. And what's interesting is that we're exposed to a lot of the different problems in medicine. We see patients every day not getting better, not following their treatment protocols. So we're trying to figure out, how can we help our patients? So constantly different ideas are popping into my head, and I don't know which ideas are worth pursuing or not. What's really interesting about the program is that they actually took a methodology of evaluating ideas, and you could actually vet an idea on its merit, not just on how helpful it would be, but do people actually want it? Will it make money? Is it sustainable?
We started off thinking we kind of had an idea what to do, but first class I got my face shoved in the mud. It was unbelievable. My knowledge was not near as advanced as it is now, and perhaps the biggest kind of surprise was what it takes to take an idea out of a lab and build a company out of it.
Everyone has lots of ideas, so you don't necessarily know if your idea is worth pursuing or not. And program isn't about taking an amazing idea and becoming successful. It's more about the education that you're going to get out of the program. It's really about, how can you take this methodology of vetting your idea and applying it to other things in life. So you really can apply it across not just the startup community, but really anything.
What's really great here too, working with my team, it was fun. This particular team, what made them so unique from day one, I thought they weren't even going to make it to day 2. And as we went through the whole program, it was on again, off again. They constantly had one person in there that just was fighting it tooth and nail, saying it would never work, and by the time we get to the end, he's out here advocating how it needs to go forward. So that's what makes it really fun. They got out there, they talked to the right people, they talked about their technologies, they found out, they did a full circle. I've never seen a team in my life that pivoted 360 degrees like they did. They did a full circle, and at the end of the day came back, they knew what they needed to build based on what they had originally thought they needed to build, and now they want to go forward and see what they can do to actually make it happen. That's really been fun and rewarding.
For the I Corps program, the mentors have been a critical part of us being able to deliver the program and the teams to be successful.
So as a mentor, I go in thinking I'm going to bring a lot to the table and that I'm going to give to the program and to those that I'm mentoring. In actual fact, a mentor typically comes away with far more than he brings.
From a mentor standpoint of view, This is the Cadillac, this is the Platinum program. And the reason it is these people come with real ideas, real technologies that actually can go to market. So if you're a mentor and you want to contribute, and you want to see something that actually turns into a company, this is the kind of program that offers that.
These are the kinds of things that you don't stumble across in, a typical kind of experience. It is a very unique overlap of the educational experience and the technical areas and the network here that made the whole thing a very, very satisfying experience for me.
So the biggest takeaway for me is how much the entrepreneurs that are just starting out really need the advice and the help and the mentorship of people that have already done it. And as I think back on my own career, I'm the product of a lot of good mentors that took some time to say, hey kid, come over here, let me tell you how this is done so you don't make that mistake. Because maybe they had made that mistake. And so for me, it's about giving back and about really understanding where it is that you can have the most impact. And I found that this is the place where I can have the most impact.
The UCF and Orlando tech scene has been a fantastic learning experience for me. To see the infrastructure that's been created, to see the talent that's been brought to bear, and to see the desire to create a real vibrant entrepreneurial innovation ecosystem has been enlightening. It's a fantastic setting for the next generation of entrepreneurship to flourish.
So what we've been able to show here with our first cohort is show the validity of the program and the value of the program. Our plans are now to extend this throughout Central Florida, so we'll be working with other universities, other incubators and accelerators to offer the same program to entrepreneurs.
We're always recruiting teams. If you have an idea or a technology, if you are part of the Central Florida community or the entire Florida community, we encourage you to come and apply for this program.